Okay, so in the last video, I was talking about the value of FriendFeed as a great place to collaborate with people and really, just share information and keep up to date with what folks are doing. Another thing that Alison has taught me is Barb has taught me about stats. As you can see, I've replied. I've analytics on my blogs. I also have added a stat counter to the SWBN-likes web pages. So although I was a bit late doing it, but Barb has taught me about stats. Alison has taught me very much about project plans. So I set up a project plan on a page in my blog. It was I did password protect it, so only those who were in the friend feed room could access it. And this was just the overall plan of the aim of what we were going to do, which was to lead her around the internet using Twitter and different websites until she finds her final prize, which is her lunar caricature present. The premise was to schedule different Twitters at different times and set a timetable for that, and the planning time frame for that, when we needed things by, when I needed messages by. This has grown since I started it. Basically, these were items that we were looking to source of various things. Some of these have had to be dropped because we ended up with so much stuff that I did drop the Dr. Horrible video, even though Alison's a big fan. Also, there was a video of one of her favourite songs, and again, I dropped that simply because we it just there was too much stuff, and most of it was very personal stuff. So I thought, well, I shall drop that in favour of something else. These were the people who were potential Twitters. I also set up the world clock so we could look at it, because it's very confusing when you're working in different time zones. So we set that up, and a draft schedule for the tweets, which was great. And then once we got all the web pages set up, we'd sorted out what we were going to do, I then set a schedule on a different web page that everybody again could access, which basically showed what time it was in Alison's time frame. I've just realised how anal this makes me seem, but I always think it's best to have it really planned out. It makes me seem really organised, but looking around me, I have never seen my house look so messy as it is at the moment, because I spend all my time setting up web pages for people's birthdays. So I'm organised online, just not offline. So you can see what time it was: Alison's time, my time, Eastern Standard Time, Pacific Time, who was going to tweet at that time. Now, it wasn't rigid to that exact time, but give or take half an hour or so, and the web page they had to tweet, you see. So we set it all up because we wanted it to go from 6ish in the morning, which is I knew Alison would get up at that time, to 10. Now, our only major problem is that we still haven't received the caricature. They knew it was a very rush jobby, and that we needed it daytime Australia time, and Susan Smith from Women's Work is going to sort that out, but we're still waiting on that. So this is where it could all go horribly wrong, because come 10 o'clock tonight Alison's time, or 11 a.m. tomorrow morning my time, we hopefully will have that caricature up on a website, but we're not absolutely sure about that. Just a brief little thing about how it's going to work. So anybody, whoever turn it is to tweet, they can tweet something. They have to address it to Alison, they have to put the hashtag in, they have to put the link in, but anything else, it's up to them, and then everybody else can then retweet it. So for example, this is the first one. So we sent this out about now, it was 7 o'clock my time, it's now 10 o'clock, so about 3 hours ago. So this is the first one, happy birthday. A very dodgy rhyme I wrote. I've written some really bad rhymes for her birthday, but and basically it's a little thing explaining what she has to do. So follow all the clues on Twitter and our blogs to find the GIF we've hidden. Hint: you won't find any dogs. Yeah, I thought it was pretty bad as well. To find the next clue in the hunt, pay attention to tweets we send. They'll show you where to head to next and give hints to the eventual end. The clues may not come quickly, every hour or two at best. Just watch for those darn hashtags. The tweets will explain the rest. And then, because Alison is known to have dreams about Frank Kern, and she's also very well known for creating an Ed Dale Mankini craze around the internet, we kind of doctored a few pictures with Frank Kern in a mankini, and then it gives the clue to the next person. So to find the next clue on your hunt, an Alabama friend you should follow. She wears a crown and holds a whip and sent you a Flip HD Minnow. Okay, that is... I think Alison wouldn't have much trouble with that one, but if you don't know, people, that is in fact Karen Kramer. So about an hour ago, Karen sent the next tweet, which is... where is it? This one. The Alison R. evil birthday plans have begun. Next stop, this webpage. Follow #AlisonBirthday to see the plan unfold. So, click through to that one, and we get parentinghelpme.com page. Happy birthday, Alison. A great video there from Karen and the Pootie Kickers team, which is a 30-day challenge team. There's a video, and then the next clue: a woman's work is never done, or so the saying goes. It's women who mean business, this lady really knows. Now, that one actually is probably one of the most cryptic. It's actually Susan Smith from Women's Work. So in about another hour, Susan should be tweeting, all being well, and so it will continue following that schedule until we hopefully hit this final page. 11 a.m. tomorrow morning for me. The SWBN tweet should go out to the final page. Fingers crossed, of course. Now, if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world, because this has been for fun. But just imagine the possibilities of setting something like this up for your business, where you send people on a treasure hunt around the internet using Twitter, and you could have different websites, different people, different advertisers, for example. They could pay you to set this up, and at each web page or each website, once they get there, the people have to then find another clue, or maybe they have to find the answer to a question, maybe they have to click on something in particular, and eventually get to the end of the treasure hunt with maybe some grand prize. And in fact, once this is over, I might suggest it to Alison for something that we've been planning, because I think it'd be really interesting to see it happen again, but maybe on a bigger scale. So we've had a lot of fun doing this, and I think there's some great potential in it. There's also, we've learnt a lot on how to do things in a short space of time using these fantastic tools we've got online. So fingers crossed it will have all worked. By the time these videos come out, you'll know, and I'll be able to perhaps do another video to tell you how it's gone and just give a final update.